I actually came here as a refugee during the Gulf War. It was really hard for me when I first came here because I was freaking out. It's like my country's under invasion, everything's going on, and I didn't know what to do. And when I got here, people didn't even know where I was from. Like, Kuwait, what? Like, I don't even know where it is on a map. To have somewhere that you feel safe, that you feel like people get you, that you know that there are these people, it's such a comforting feeling when everything feels so out of control. Ken does so much work for the Wasma Center and absolutely loves everyone there. And so there was one project and he was like, hey, they want this table built, would you help me? And I was like, oh yeah, totally, love that place, love everything about it. So we go to the meeting and they're telling me all about this new building that of course I hadn't heard about because it was like right at the beginning. And they're showing me pictures and there's this and here's Ken's piece and here's where your table's gonna go. And then you go up the stairs and this is the wall where you want your artwork. And I said, my what? And they were like, yeah, so this wall is like 12 feet tall. And I'm like, yes, thank you, And so I was like, okay, like, what are you thinking? And they were like, what do you want to do? So I kind of had an idea percolating in my head a little bit because the women at the table, we had all been talking about at the time how hard everything was with, we were still COVIDed and everything was kind of online still. And we were talking about that feeling of every single day getting online and pushing back at the misinformation. The idea is using your community, your love, your, all the good things in your life. Part of that came from the quote that Dan said would be on that wall, and it's a Miriam Edelman quote, but basically the idea is using yourself and what you have and all the good stuff in your life to put that out into the world. And so that idea, the edges will be all this darkness, all blackness, and it'll have symbols, hate words, and swastikas and chained hands and things like that, but they're in the black, so you won't really see it unless you're like right up on it. But her standing there just with that powerful head pushback, pressing away at it, not only is she pushing away the darkness, but she's breaking through it. There's gonna be that gold in places where she's cracking the darkness and all that hate and ugliness by using the light that is her community, her education, her people, and standing on those books like that, on that tiptoes, I'm embodying all the good things about my world and I'm using that to press that darkness away until you break through it. Everything about getting picked for this project was so amazing and wonderful. It was like all joy.